So we're back. Oh yeah, so we're back with the Halloween series thoughts, and we're up to Halloween 4. And like I said before, this starts off a more rural look and a more awkward looking Michael Myers mask sort of thing. Like they couldn't recreate the mask. Okay, it seemed like in every one of these movies they had to have some difference. Whatever. So anyway, Halloween 4 introduces Jamie Lloyd, and for some reason Michael Myers is like fucking no sympathy here. Wants to kill a 9-year-old girl. Wow, Michael was really bad, right? That's crazy. So, my thoughts on that was that it really went back to the basics in creating new characters with another sheriff and all that other crap, trying to give that Halloweeny feel from the first one and having a family and stuff like that with these two girls and yeah, and it was great. I love Halloween 4. It's creepy. It made me scared when I first watched it, and it was really good. I thought it was great the way they created these scenes, these new scenes of terror. Yeah, it was awesome in that way. And the driving scene. I mean, Michael Myers came back so much more kick-ass in this, and of course that epic Jamie scene at the end, which when I first saw that, I was like beyond creeped out, gave me chills to hear that the fact that they at the end when she's standing there and Dr. Loomis is going off with like no, you know, like usual, and she just has this look of horror on his face, like oh my god, no, 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 no. Um, and then she's standing there with the knife after just stabbing her mother, and she's breathing, and then at the end credits, they let her breath, that audio of her breath, go on, and then slowly the music starts coming in, almost like a homage ending to the original Halloween. And honestly, I was like, whoa, the next one must be so kick-ass. She must be killing people. I know you must. The thing in my mind always says, well, she's just a little kid, she can't kill people. But at the same time, you have to use your mind. You can't just pussy out. And this is what they did, and it pissed me off. Halloween 5 pussied out. And instead, they give her this connection to Michael because since she touched him and that, it's sort of like passing the torch, she touched him and, she can feel when he's killing people. Similar to what we see in Halloween 2. You can't call that a remake, just Rob Zombie's H2, because it's not exactly a remake at all. It's just continuing on his story. um, I, I liked it. I liked this because you really felt the helplessness for her, especially after they kill off Rachel and stuff like that. It really gives you into that moment of fucking, and again, this is like rural Halloween with his weird ass mask and all these new characters and stuff. Uh, it created a different world of Haddonfield, these two movies. But I really did feel like they needed a better ending, not just her filling in for Donald Pleasance, saying, no, no. What kind of ending is that? And they have the weird boots guy, and I'm like, why? Like, this French guy, really? A weird boots guy. Has nothing to do with the movie, but you're going to waste minutes of a movie on that. And then, to no avail, you're going to, for no apparent reason, there's nothing to do with the movie. Nothing to do with it. And I like the ending, though. I really like the ending because, again, he sets up everything. It's a return to playful Michael. And she finds it. But, again, you think to yourself, well, damn, she's just a little girl. Like, leave her alone. What are you doing? Like, stop being such a fucking sadist. Like, the whole mind is in the back of your mind. Like, no, she's just a little girl. And, it has great scenes with her in the coffin. And the fact that he dug up a coffin, which is, again, horrible. I'm thinking to myself, God, she's 10. She's 10. She's 10 and you still haven't killed her? Really, Michael? You see, this is why I get pissed off with these sort of movies. Because She's just a little girl. You haven't killed her yet? I mean, Michael just likes to play with his food. So, not that I want to see her dead, I'm just saying. So anyway, um, I like the ending of the ending sequence of part five because I really thought like again I like it when I see killers really going after the bitch they really want to kill. I hate it when you see them like pussying around and fucking with them, but they don't try to kill them. How am I supposed to feel terrified for her if you're not trying to kill her? So Halloween 5 kind of succeeds in that. And the fact that he's just ODing on her. I mean, he stabs her through the leg. I really wish they would have shown that. He's like, well, it's hinted that she got, kind of hurt. I mean, the whole sequence in the little, laundry thing was awesome. I love the whole little thing. And she touches him and he goes ape shit. Don't touch my face. Urgh. Hulk Michael. And, basically, and that whole little thing where, Dr. Loomis is like holding her out for him, and I'm like, oh my god, what are you doing, you sucking idiot? And that whole, I just like the whole look of that ending sequence. It was awesome. But the story, not so much, because again, they pussied out. And then what happened, people? We got Halloween 6. A hint, I don't own it, and I don't want to own it. I watched it when it came out when I was really young. I watched it on bootleg, watched some of it, tried to watch it early in the morning one day a couple of years ago. And from Halloween 6 on, I like to name that part in Michael Myers Legacy when Michael goes psychedelic ape shit. Michael on acid, because they have all these scenes in the movies to come until Rob Zombie of him just like, these psychedelic scenes, these weird scenes of him like going shit tasks, like killing people. Now, he was way more brutal in this movie. I remember him taking the axe to that old woman's head. I'm like, she's an old lady, Michael. You go from fucking 9-year-old girl to old lady to little baby. What are you doing? Really? Has this what's become of Michael Myers? He's chasing jailbait? That's no good. You're just chasing jailbait. So yeah, as I understand it, Tommy Doyle, who had no significance in the story until, and then they try to bring him back from Halloween 1. And then he's obsessed, and unfortunately this is the last movie Donald Pleasence we see him in. And I remember seeing the ending, which was something with Donald Pleasence. I don't know whether or not this is the ending or not. Donald Pleasence, he has a thorn sign or something like that. And he's like, no, something like that. And he's like, stays with Michael. I don't know. I don't really know. I mean, I know someone flies out a window. And that movie sucked. Except for the hospital scene where he's just slicing and dicing. I thought that was pretty cool. So... after that atrocity, especially since Danielle Harris wasn't even in it, because they didn't want to pay her. And I'm like, listen here, star of these two movies, which by both points, both of these movies are better than your piece of shit, and you don't want to pay her? But really, you want to go after these nobodies, and we're supposed to, assholes. This is when everything started going to shit and everything started getting way more complicated than it needed to be with the thorn sign. And somehow Michael is an astrologist and he looks up and he says, oh, I'm supposed to kill tonight. Better put on that mask. What happened to him just being pissed off and he's just killing people because he fucking feels like it? Anyway, join me in part 3. I never meant for this to be so long. But I guess there's a lot of movies, so I guess it had to be long. So subscribe, comment, and rate, and we will take it up from probably ending comments on Halloween 6 to what we have now, and a little bit of my thoughts of Halloween 3D. Peace, guys.